Hey everybody, Jennifer here. I wanted to hop on and give you a real day in the life moment where doTERRA saved my sanity. Okay, so I was out this morning. I went to Pure Barre and exercised. I went and got some things done. I came home. I walked my two dogs. So we have golden doodles. They were supposed to be miniature. They're not. They're medium, and one of them is a lot more medium than the other. She's about 45 pounds. They need to be groomed in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So they're a little fluffy, and their fur is it's not like long and smooth like they're F1B, if you know what that means. So like they're pretty hypoallergenic, and they don't have poodle hair, but they're fluffy. Like, they're fluffy whenever you brush them. So I took them on a walk. Everybody went to the bathroom. All was well. Came home. One of them, the bigger one, girl, Pumpkin is her name, always likes to go outside. And so that's fine, right? Great. She rang the bell. I let her outside. And I was sitting here doing some work, actually, that'll post up later, about oils that you can use in the morning to wake up and boost, people's moods so everyone's happy in the morning. Sorry about that. And so she barked at the door, and I let her in. And there was this smell, and I was like, ugh. Smells, that's not good. But I kind of played off. I was like, we just walked. Maybe she was sweaty. I don't know. Well, then the other dog wanted to go out. So they both went out. And then Pumpkin came back to the door and barked again. And I looked out the door, and I could see on her fur coat lots and lots of brown spots. She'd been in the backyard rolling around in feces of some sort. I'm not sure what. I don't know if it was hers, another animal's. I don't know. She was covered, okay? Covered. And it was disgusting. So, here's what I did. I get questions a lot about what essential oils are safe to use with animals. So if you're a member of my team, if you have a membership with me, just plan to come to our August workshop, because I'm going to have this available for you there. But I have a make and take class called the Pet Protocol, so you know what oils are safe to use with animals or not safe to use. And there's some things you can make. So I was familiar, and wild orange is a great, safe cleanser that you can use around dogs. And I grabbed a brush. It was one of those like wet brushes. I had some wet brushes that I use on the dogs because they get tangly sometimes. I don't want to hurt them. So I grabbed a wet brush, even though she wasn't wet, but she was sticky in some spots. And I doused it with wild orange. Doused it. And I had to go over her entire body, her feet, her tail, underneath her ears. I had to take off her collar. I'll tell you about that in a second. It was really bad. I don't know what she was doing out there. It was bad though. All over her back, all the leg. It was everywhere. Underneath. Places I didn't know could possibly get covered in feces were covered in feces. And she smelled really horrible. So yeah, I just kept, I would douse the brush, and then I'd brush her. And then, things are flying all over my floor, which was awesome. And on my hands. So once I get her cleaned up and I have her collars off, I put her in her kennel because I needed her just to sit in there and not smell bad for a little while. And I brought all of her collars over to the sink, filled it with hot water, and I sprayed the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. On Guard is totally safe to use with your dogs. So I used this, and they are still soaking. So that's where the wet brush is right now. It's still soaking in there with all of the other paraphernalia, like the collars that were around the neck. Ew. And then I washed my hands probably about 33 times with the On Guard foaming hand soap to kill the germs of whatever that was that I was dealing with. And I sprayed every surface with my On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, which is just this. Like I just diluted it in the sink with water for the collars or whatever. And so, yeah, I have like a teaspoon or something in here. This is 8 ounces, a little more than a teaspoon maybe. And I hit every surface that I might have touched, that the collars might have touched, that the dog, like I hit the floor, like where I was setting the brush, everything. Everything got sprayed down and wiped down with clean paper towels. All those went into a bag, and I tied the bag to throw the bag away. And then I just felt disgusting all over. And the house really still smelled disgusting. Dogs smelled great, like wild orange. But this is what I decided to do. I literally got every diffuser. Like, I have one in the kitchen, and I have several in like the living room. I don't usually run them all at the same time. I am today, people. I got them all in, and I was like, okay, what's going to make it smell good? So there are a lot of really great smelling oils that are totally fine for dogs. And so what I went with was, I love wild orange, but I just used it on the nose. I didn't want to smell any more wild orange. So tangerine has a very similar smell, and it's just sweet. And so I knew I was going to diffuse it. It's totally safe for the dog. And Breathe is always safe to diffuse around the dog. And if you order on LRP, if you're a loyalty rewards program member and you order every month, so you get a free bottle of laurel leaf this month. So doTERRA doesn't normally sell this. It's just not an oil that they sell. It is the main ingredient in Breathe, and I know Breathe is safe. So I was like, okay, and this smells really clean. And all I'm thinking is, okay, Breathe deals with respiratory issues. It helps purify the air. Laurel leaf, tangerine, let's go. Every single one of my diffusers is filled with tangerine and laurel leaf. And then I literally ran from the room to shower. Oh, I didn't bring what I had. So when I got to the shower, I did actually throw wild orange on the floor of the shower just because I needed the smell off of me. And so if you've never done that before, it's really nice. It steams up and it makes the bathroom smell nice. And then when I was using like my body wash, I put some Cheer, which is the uplifting blend that's in the emotional aromatherapy blend. And I was using that like in my body wash because I was not in the best mood at that moment. And I didn't want to take it out on my children or my dogs. And, took care of business that way. Went through my normal, like, get ready routine of no makeup, whatever. And so then I got, I still needed to smell not like wild orange and not like the smell that had been in my kitchen. So I used my unscented hand and body lotion, and I didn't bring this over either. And I used 1 drop of Whisper, which is the blend for women. It's actually a perfume blend, but it's really great for balancing emotions and balancing hormones and just kind of keeping everything nice and level and happy. It smells different on everyone, so it's a neat little blend. So I added 1 drop of Whisper to each dollop of lotion I was using so that it could soak into my body and make me not smell like the dog mess that I just cleaned up. And then, just to put the cherry on top, I grabbed the kids' version of Grounding Blend, which is called Steady. And I really like it because it has a kind of a sweet floral smell. It has magnolia in it, and it smells really good. So I put that like every place up here and on my chest so I could smell it, and on my pulse points. And that's how I kept from going insane when dealing with a dog covered in feces. That's just my story today. Like I said, I do have a really great make and take class for pets and using essential oils safely with pets. I get lots of questions about that, so please feel free to post them up. And yeah, oils, they're good for your soul. They ground your mind and body so you don't hurt anybody, even when things are really nasty. All right, guys, I just wanted to share that with you all today so you could see that, yeah, real life gets messy for everybody all the time. And this was my messy day. Well, it was one part of my messy day. I'm sure there's more to come. Stay tuned. Bye, guys.